Good night, everybody. It's Tracy again, back with another video. So I would like to thank those of you who have actually subscribed to the channel already, and for those of you who have not, I would encourage that you do so that you can get all of the updates of the videos that I post as they come out without having to search for them. Alright, so today is day 1 of the weight loss challenge. Yay! For me, it wasn't that rough at all because I've been on the diet before. I have partially been on the diet for a while, so it was basically like a normal day for me. However, some of my friends that have started the diet with me today for the first time, they were having a bit of a challenge, well, a rough time, so to speak. So I decided, let me do a video for those of you who I don't have contact with, to give you a few tips. Maybe it will, help you along the way to actually achieve what you set out to. So for those of you who don't know what the challenge is or don't understand how it works or anything of the sort, there's a link in the description. Please click on the link, go through the program, read it through so that you know what exactly it is that we're doing here, and hopefully you will decide to join in. Today is day 1, but we'll be doing it for a while. As I said, my goal is 40 pounds, so I'll be here for a minute. Alright, so the first tip that I want to give is probably the easiest one. I feel like most persons would have done it, but if you haven't as yet, I would advise that you do so. It is to set a goal. Have an idea as to how much weight you want to lose, and don't just pick a number at random. Just try and remember when you were at your best in terms of how you felt about yourself, in terms of how you look, at your size at that time, and try to see if that's where you want to be, or you want to change, or whatever the case may be. Just think it through, the amount of weight that you think you want to lose. Alright, as I had said before, my goal, before I started anything at all, my goal was to lose 53.2 pounds. It sounds a bit specific, but I knew the exact weight I was at when I was at my best, in my opinion. So it was 52.2 pounds. And since I started diet, as of weighing this morning, I had lost 14.8 pounds total. Yay me. So guys, you can more than do this too, right? So that was my goal. So that's my advice to you. Set a goal, right? Secondly, you might see me looking down, by the way. I just made a little jotting so that I don't forget what I wanted to say. Alright, so the second thing is to have realistic expectations, right? If it was completely easy for us to lose the weight and to maintain the weight that we wanted to, there would be absolutely no need for this channel. There would be absolutely no need for the thousands of channels that I'm sure out there, the millions of weight loss products, and all of the wonderful things that are there. Maintaining your weight is not, especially coming from a state of doing whatever you want, eating however you like, which unfortunately has brought us to where we are today. It is not easy making that transition. So I when I want to say set realistic expectations, the diet in itself is pretty simple. There's nothing really complicated about it, and at first glance you think, hey, this is super easy, I can do this and whatever. Yes, you can do it, but it is going to require a bit of self-discipline. Just like with anything else that you're trying to achieve, you have to pace yourself. You must have that level of discipline. Alright, so do not approach diet and think, hey, this is super easy, I'm still gonna be full and whatever. It is a change. It is a change in your habit, the way that you've been for the longest while. So it is going to pose a challenge. So if your first day didn't go so well, or your second day is not as great, do not get discouraged. Remember, you do have that goal that you set in mind, and if you continue along the path, you will achieve it. There's no question in my mind about that. All right, So the third thing that I want to suggest is plan to succeed, right? um I don't know about everybody, but I would, in my opinion, I don't think that a lot of us work in an environment where we can readily get, fruits and veggies and lovely salads and everything at the drop of a hat. You normally, if you're a person that normally purchases food during the day and you don't prepare your lunch to bring it, then you won't have that luxury. You do have to take time to know, I'm going to have this for breakfast, I'm going to have this for lunch, I'm going to have this for dinner. Plan accordingly. And especially if you're first starting out, you may feel the need to snack a little bit. Better to have more than you need than not enough, because then the temptation will be greater to have something that is outside of what you have established. So ensure you take your meals with you and have a little extra in case you're having a bit of a rough time. All right. Also, for this diet, water is essential. Ensure that you're having a lot of water. Be sipping your water throughout the day. Do not bring a big whole huge bottle of water and then just gulp it all down at one point, because then you won't have any more and you still have the rest of the day to go through, especially if you're at work or you're outside of a place that you can get access to all that you would want. So plan to succeed. All right. The fourth thing that I would want to encourage you to do is get support. When I say support, I mean, a lot of us, we have friends that we all know, we're struggling a little bit with our weight, whatever the case may be. Find somebody that you can say, hey, let's do this together. Somebody who shares your space a lot. So a coworker would be great if that's where you spend most of your time, or if you're at home and you have another housewife or whatever the case may be, just somebody that shares your space a lot, somebody who has discipline as well, so that you can kind of lean on each other and try and push yourselves to achieve what you want to stick to what you have set out. All right. And last but not least, and I find that this for me has made a huge difference in my being able to stick to the diet. You need to track your progress. When I say track your progress, I don't just mean take a before and after photo. As a matter of fact, I haven't even taken a before photo for today. I think I should do that so that you guys can see, what the start with you was like, because I definitely have a photo from before I actually started the diet, like right before. It's not pretty, but yes, I will take a photo, but I'm not talking about it right now. It's not enough to take a before and after picture. At least it hadn't been for me. I've found that it helped a lot when I weighed every day. So what I do, the first thing I do in the mornings is I wake up, I use the bathroom, and then I weigh myself. Ensure that your bladder is empty, right? And you weigh yourself. So at that point, you would have digested all of the food that you would have had. You would have passed out all of the extra urine and everything. So this weight that you're receiving right now, it doesn't include food or anything. It's just you. So you have an idea as to exactly how much you weigh, right? And I find that stepping on that scale every morning and seeing, hey, I've lost another pound, it gave me a lot of motivation, a lot of oomph to go through the day and stick to my diet, because on a daily basis I'm seeing the success. I'm seeing the little victories along the way to get to that major point. So tracking your progress is super important. At least it was really the driving force in my motivation. And also, more than seeing where you progress, it also aids in where you regress. So on the days when I would have had certain foods, I realized that I normally, for example, lose a pound a day, which is basically what I do lose. I normally lose around a pound per day, but I only lost maybe zero point 0.2 pounds today, or I didn't lose any at all today. Or on days when you're a little bit naughty and you realize that you have put on 1 or 2 pounds that you should not have had put on at that time. So it really helped me to stay on track, and it actually identified some of the foods that I should that makes me lose more weight. For example, on a day that I have oranges for breakfast, I am guaranteed, well, for me personally, I'm guaranteed to at least lose 1.2 pounds by that next morning. I don't know what it is, but oranges have, for me, it really helps me to shed the pounds for that particular day. So tracking your progress is super important. All right, guys. So if you have not as yet, please subscribe to the channel. I encourage you, even though day one is gone, we'll be doing it for a while. Your day one does not have to be my day one. Get on the program, pace yourself, set your goals, get your support, plan to succeed, all of these wonderful things that I spoke about before, and do accomplish what it is that you have set out. All right, have a great night, everybody. Bye.